Hi everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. Welcome. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you today. I use the Sirian Starseed deck as the main deck for the read. We have the Rider-Waite mini deck, the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the Universal, the Golden Universal Tarot, as well as the Gilded, and the Romance Angels and the Numerology deck. And I pulled 12 cards for you for each sign of the Zodiac as well, which we'll get to after the Divine Masculine read. And I'm going to get right into it. It is September 9th, 2019. 9/9/2019. The 9 is the Hermit. So it's very much about going within and being wise. And also the 9 of endings, universal selflessness and compassion. And the day adds up to the 30, which is a 3. 30 is also the 4 of Wands. And that is from the Numerology Divine Triangle book. The 4 of Wands is all about that union energy, but also it's about structure, home, marriage, celebrations, and all of that type of energy. But the 30 and 3 has to do with the 3, which is coming together, expressing yourself authentically. 3 can be happy-go-lucky, siblings as well, and just socializing, coming together. But it's the 30, so there's 0 or source energy supporting it with that number. The number 88 has also been coming up a lot today. I actually drove to the airport today, and 8800 was on the license plate on the way, but that was after I'd pulled the read. And the numerology card 88 came up, which was showing, and will be showing when you see the cards. That's the abundance card. But also then 88 came up in the code line, which was separate from that number. So it's been coming up all day long. So 88 and 99 today. 58 was also important. I woke up at 8:58. And then 58, I ended up writing down twice when I was doing the coding and the numbers from the read. And that's the 4 of Swords, which is very much about the 5D connection. So resting, meditating, that kind of energy. Being in a quiet space. The major arcana for the read, which was done or completed, well, actually the Sirian Starseed deck was cut and dealt at 10:19 this morning. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, 19 is the Sun, and then the read was finished, being clarified at 10:37 to 38, which is the King and Queen of Cups. The major arcana were Abundance, which is like the Empress, which is in the middle of the read, the Hanging Man in the Foundation, and the Shadow was around the Masculine. And before the read, Solar Deity came up, which is the Sun, and after the read, the Ascension card. I pull a few cards before and after the actual read that I'm doing, and I do use them within the read. Ascension is like the World card. And we had 2 swords, 4 wands, 1 cup, and 1 pentacle. So very much about the wands, which is all about desires and physical activity. Passions, creativity, all of that kind of energy. So very much about wands, activities, going out there, running errands, doing workouts, being passionate, writing in to be passionate. All of that is included there. So mostly wands and then swords, so still a little bit in their head for the masculines. And again, this is a masculine twin flame read, but that also relates to the divine masculine within everyone, especially the divine feminine. The Queen of Swords came up as one of the court cards in the underlying energy, the King of Pentacles, and also the Page of Wands. I pulled 12 cards earlier, and then I did it again. Earlier, the summary cards ended on the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, and this read also ended on the Page of Wands, so it was confirming that Page of Wands energy of inspiration, excitement. In the Sirian Starseed deck, though, it is a masked boy with a burning desire. So that energy. Then, so the Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and before the read, the Queen of Pentacles also came up. Both of those queens were reversed in the read. However, the King of Pentacles and Page of Wands were upright. The code line and the numbers around that were all about spiritual career today. And the code line added up to 15, which is the Devil. The Shadow is in the space around the masculine today. So that was confirmed. The read, though, at the 37 to 38, which is that King and Queen of Cups, which is water signs, but it's also about the twins and the unconditional love. And 88 came up, 2411. 24 is the Queen of Wands, 11 is the Justice card. 23 came up, which is the King of Wands. 35, the Wounded Warrior, the Nine of Wands. 58, like I said, is the Four of Swords. 25, the Knight of Wands. And then 68, the Page of Pentacles, which were also all significant players in the read today. The message being all about spiritual career was interesting because the S in spiritual was covered when I clarified, which made the word without the S like Piritual, which then I was guided to break down further into pi ritual. So for me, it's very much about pi, because pi is the circle with a line down the middle, which represents the human containment of source energy, but centered. So the masculine and feminine centered within the human. Not quite doing the dance yet, but balancing their masculine and feminine. So the pi ritual career was coming up here for the divine masculine. I can't say that the code line was completely clear on everything that needed to come through today, but the Five of Flames or the Five of Wands definitely came through, which has to do with conflict, competition, expansion, can be just, out there playing sports, that kind of energy, but it's very much physical activity and can be drama as well. And around that, Cowabunga came up too. Yeah, a couple times. So the Ninja Turtles. So ninjas could be coming up here as well, that energy. But Sad Sack also came up. Han and Han Solo, another read I did last night, Han Solo came up as well. So the masculine very much in this read refers to himself as Han Solo. And then Kohan is Co-Hans. So the co-pilots of the masculine and the feminine. The Kohans. So it's very cool. And then Kohan, another spelling for that is actually coin, C-O-I-N. So they all connect together. Ginkgo biloba might be coming up for some. You might want to try that out, as well as 2, as far as the twins of the Christ consciousness, the collective consciousness, but in the higher realms, the higher love. The Cowabunga is expansion, the infinite supply of the pi ritual. And also pyrite was coming up as well, so that stone may be significant at this time. I was also getting the eye sockets being significant. For some reason, when the sack and sack came up, so Hackensack was just coming up for me as well, but the sockets of the eyes, as well as ginkgo biloba, but also glucosamine might be coming up. Hanging 2 of toggling up, so the twins toggling upward to the etheric realms, and woof was coming up, so dogs, the howling at the full moon that's coming up soon, but also woofers or speakers may be coming up, so literally doing speeches or speaking out. But I was only seeing one dog howling at the moon in the cards today, so there may be a single dog as opposed to the dogs are out. But relating to toggling up to the etheric realms and also the Christ consciousness. And very much being a BUN day, because abundance is a BUN dance, because BUN is a marker for kidney function, and the kidneys and livers literally are transmuters of the physical body. So it's about the abundance of a healthy body as well. Sacral was coming up as well, the orange of the sacral, the sexual connection, the creative connection. I was getting cabs also, like C-A-B, cabs. Cabs coming up. Also, again, that alternating current of keeping a high vibration. And sacks of AC, so air conditioning could be coming up as well. Alternating currents, carrying maybe a sack that's too heavy for the masculine. Han, so for Han Solo. Also getting the Hanging Man and God Incorporated. Okay, so like the masculine figuring out what his line of work will be in all this. The total weight of the 2 humans, right? 2 humans containing source energy, so 2 zeros. And then the F is the 6 of the lovers. And it's also come up for me in doing my technical calculations as the combined masculine and feminine. And that had to do with the temperature. And that the masculine's temperature has a much lower boiling point than the divine feminine. So anyway, Cowabunga came up as far as conflict, competition, fighting, and expansion. The number 8 and 8-8, the infinity, the dance of the masculine and feminine within, and then the dance of both side by side, which then turning on its side is only 1-8, the infinity. The strength of support, which also can be blinding or shade. So even throwing shade can be of support. Okay, so it's all about your inner strength, your ability to come back to center or 0 point again and again in the dance between yourself and then the dance between you and your twin. So as we get into the read here, and you might want to check the air in your tires as well, just to make sure they have plenty of pressure in there. So just one thing that came up online before I get started was Not So Forgotten, the War of 1812. So this may be something else that's coming up to be transmuted. It was posted as January 2018. Just this line was coming up in the online entry, just the general title. The St. Louis ship, most powerful warship during the age of sail. She was 5 feet longer and 2 feet wider than the HMS Victory ship. This one had 112 cannons, which was 8 more than the Victory, and its whole short career was on the fresh water of Lake Ontario. So that was just all in what came up in the headers. The Queen of Swords reversed is how we start out the read today. So the underlying energy here, we have this is the solar deity or the sun. This is the Queen of Pentacles, and then the 5 of Swords reversed here, and then the Queen of Swords, and both queens are reversed. There's also queens and empress here who are upright today, so it's not that it's all negative, but those are the main players. They're in the big cards today, okay? So those are the only feminine energies, and they're both reversed. And the masculine energies, though, are positive in the main read today. So the Queen of Swords reversed with their hand on the trigger or the sword, with the Sun reversed, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the 5 of Swords reversed. Judgment, a call to action, an announcement to the Page of Wands, who's inspired, holding back passionate movement at work or while aligning with desires and cracking codes. The Devil waves as a feminine or to the feminine, or is the feminine, ending a family cycle or unhappy family, drained, sick, overexposed, overradiated. The Queen of Pentacles reverse, ungrounded, laying down swords, or there's no grounds for a fight, a war, or a lawsuit. Perhaps a need to apologize, or just this is a greedy person. 2 queens tired, drained, at war. The Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed. Announcing a final judgment can be inspiring for the masculine, however, at this time. Rushing to align, but can only go so fast. There's something here that's regimented, so they can't hurry up. They can only go so fast. You know, it's like an assembly line where the machine only goes at a certain pace. The Devil or Capricorn waving goodbye to family. Not happy, but not quite sad either. The King of Pentacles upright is over the worst of it and feeling the bliss, or the swords dropping out of their back. Dumped, overwhelmed, pushed to emotional limits, crying a lot or throwing up. Foolishly egotistical and working to align with dark portal, or next to a moldy doorway by a green door. 5 gold coins and 3 more to go. Falling or fell from grace to awaken into alignment. Humble work. Of a carpenter perhaps, and cracking codes. Someone may have forgotten their computer password and got locked out of their computer. Lucky charms working, but arrogance not. Snobby elitism, possibly his downfall, or foolishly, and that can be just a big head as well. And this was at 339, which is the Empress and the Knight of Cups. But then also, or foolishly fell for someone or something, but the worst is over now. Awake and realigning, ignoring those with negative words, thoughts, or not talking at all, balanced sharing, blinded by the masculine's truth, the sovereign, independent, single lover, stubborn, not moving or working, or on strike. Strikes were coming up a lot this weekend. Or unable to work, disabled, sharing with others, in knowing or pretending not to know. Sovereign lover not offering any help today. Actually, the vulva or the G-spot was coming up as well. The focus between the lovers, the rose mountain between them, the sovereign with a bird friend, perhaps a female friend, a helping hand, on vacation, or affection of two older kids, one independent and one stubborn and lazy, or just doesn't work, or won't move. Or just a stubborn karmic lover refusing to move or work. Gabriel was coming up here as intervening, mediating the sovereign and the strikers. Let your friends help you came up for the masculine, and beneath that is very soon. The masculine may be stuck in their emotions outwardly, not able to find peace. And the King of Pentacles superhero is, the cape is on, but no hands, hands off. I wash my hands of this. And that's actually a line from Jesus Christ Superstar coming up. I wash my hands of your demolition. I forget the verse it is, but die if you want to. It's misguided martyr and innocent puppet, or a couple of the different lines there, but that was just coming up now. The full moon coming up, I believe that's 9/14. Karmic is coming up here is all business, while another may be in need of rescue, but unable, the masculine unable to make the effort, or karmic is home not making an effort to do anything. Feet don't align with knees, mirroring, drinking issues. Lobster found a pearl, and that happens to be the 30-year gift for anniversaries. Another hand in the picture, or lobster is looking for something to put on a finger, particularly the left hand. A rare find. The mirror of Grail in the moonlight is distorted. During the day, he can see the foot is actually too big for the glass slipper. And the glass slipper was coming up yesterday for me for sure. Like, it wasn't like Prince Charming was going out to try shoes on different women. It was like the father of Prince Charming, like, had hired someone to investigate, like, to find out who actually fits the glass slipper. So that was kind of cool yesterday in the pictures. But this is coming up as in the light of day, things are much more obvious. At night, things can get distorted. The karmic expecting a ring, but bracelet is more like it, or has enough bracelets, but the lobster is thinking of someone else, worried about falling short of expectation. Another close call, running out for a gift at the last moment. Rebirth comes up as number 16, which is the Tower energy, and then beneath that, 88, the card of abundance, which happens to be the center of the read today, the abundance, which is like the Empress. The Queen of Pentacles reversed can be the devil energy or just a Capricorn, or is ungrounded by a horny devil or horny cowboy, moving, visiting friends, or ending a marriage, or ending a celebration, or something with Leo or their ego. The Capricorn is ungrounded or all about money, and the Leo is on the move, selling a house, moving, or leaving a marriage. Two butterflies, orange and black, staying out of the conflict, an argument about how to go forward, or ending that fight. Squirrely energy was coming up here as insecurities and manipulations come up, how to go forward after this fight without tools. So someone might have literally had their tools taken from them, or just never learned the tools to deal with this. A basket case trying to climb the ladder, dizzy, sheep even spinning, can't sleep or count sheep, so triggered, or trigger happy after an argument, or dreaming before a competition, over and over and over again, insecure possibly before a performance. Like, when you're competing, you often dream about the competition, going over your routine or what, the plays you need to make. And that was at 426, which again is the Emperor, and the Page of Wands, which very much comes up as the masculine in his adult persona and his inner child. Can also be the father in the Divine Masculine. So before I turn the page, I'm going to tell you the positions of some of the court cards and also the signs and which direction they were. So if it's upright and reversed, it means there's two of that same sign, or it's one person expressing both the negative and the positive of that sign. So Leo was reversed, Virgo upright, Libra reversed, Scorpio upright, Taurus upright, Cancer upright, Aries upright and reversed, Gemini upright, Pisces reversed, Sagittarius reversed, Aquarius upright, and Capricorn was both upright and reversed. Of the aces, they were all reversed today except the Ace of Wands. The King of Cups and the King of Pentacles were upright. Of the queens, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups were upright. The other two reversed. Of the knights, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups were upright. Of the pages, the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords was upright. The tens, the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles were upright. And then the nines, the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles were upright. And then the fives, only the Five of Wands was upright. So that's good that the Five of Swords was reversed, because that's, for me, that's better. It may not be that way for all readers, but yeah, so that's that. The Emperor and the Empress were both upright today. The Sun was reversed, but the Moon was upright. And the Lovers and the Two of Cups were both upright today. So that was positive. So as we turn the page, let's see here. We're leaving off at that 426 with the Page of Wands. 26 is the Page of Wands. So again, someone dreaming about feeling insecure before a performance, maybe worried about failing. The lion and lamb only working together in fairy tales from the Divine Masculine's perspective. The DNA of the lamb gets eaten by the lion and the devil and the evil manipulator. The magician reversed is coming up just in the underlying energy. The magician was actually upright in the rest of the read. All bets have been placed. It's like get hands down, hands away from the table. All bets are down. Someone lost a lot at the casino or lost the house. Capricorn is steamed and Leo trying to get past him to run for the hills. Instead of Guinevere and Lancelot, it's lots of beer and fear and lost a lot. The Queen of Swords reversed at the slot machines, competing with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Possibly two girls just having out having fun, but may have fallen short, aligning with laziness or trying to make money through gambling in lieu of actual work and falling short. In a rebirth, the 16, the Tower moment, overtaken by the master manipulator. Possibly that was a dealer who took all your worth. Capricorn, Leo, Virgo, and Gemini were coming up here, as well as Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Cancer. Earth signs, both male and female, and then air sign females were all coming up around that situation. So before I go into recently, I'm going to show you the cards. All right, so here's that Queen of Swords. And there we see Sack on all the way to the left is the Queen of Pentacles reversed also. And she comes up again. The recent past there is the Three of Flames. The foundation here is the Hanging Man. And so there's the clarification cards there is just those three. The Hangman, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Centrally we have the Empress there, where you see her in the window there. She's very open-hearted, challenged by the Five of Flames. And then the other underlying energies here, where you see the Queen of Pentacles reversed again. So the Queen of Pentacles is twice reversed with the Devil there. And then the Magician reversed, who's kind of evil in that deck. And then we have the bridging across here. Up top there is the Eight of Orbs, or Eight of Swords, which is the crowning card. Bridging across here to the near future position, which you see right here in the window, is the Eight of Wands, expressing feelings, a lot of heated back and forth communications, or just physical action. And then we have how the masculine sees himself is the Two of Cups, which is upright today, and you see the Romance Angel cards. And then around that is the Shadow, also upright today. Masculine needs to clear blocks about the King of Pentacles, the Akashic Records card right there. And then we end up with the Page of Wands upright, the Six of Cups upright, the World is reversed, and then the Two of Flames, which is also upright. And we end up there on the King of Pentacles upright, which was very positive today. Then we have the little side note here, those are the rest of the clarification cards. So this is kind of separate from that read, okay? Kind of a side note. And you see someone maybe stealing hearts, but that comes up in the read in a minute. The 12 cards I pulled, the top ones are just the underlying energies. So the columns are fire, earth, air, and then water. So it starts with Aries there with the Ace of Wands reversed, and then we go across until we get to Pisces, the Two of Cups reversed. And like I said, the columns. And then we have some summary cards down here, which I'll get into when we get there, okay? We'll get there in a minute. So let's just finish the read here first. So recently is the Three of Wands upright, present to the Tower moment of the King of Wands reversed, with his world upside down, incomplete. Another world, the sealed divine feminine in another world, holding back announcements or holding tongue, or verbally abusive, or thoughts of it anyway. Air sign female may be very abusive, or a lawyer, a professional, or one with gambling addiction, or somebody at work. The foundation here is spreading the word of awakening to a family legacy or an inheritance, or along with a wealthy family or inheritance came a big head, like someone who's conceited, or spreading the word, news, or message about ego and wealth, or that a wealthy family is awakening, or in an awakening becomes abundant. The center here is the abundance, or the Empress card, with open arms and open heart, Mother Nature, starting over from scratch, or scratched. Someone might have been scratched from a competition, and not settling this time. A prisoner, hostage, or feeling trapped, hands tied while healing, or that dreams coming true made him a prisoner of wealth. A bold move or travel for competition or fight, not using their intuition, or there's a secret passion, or that secret is out, or a secret came out during a fight or a competition. The challenge being the conflict, expansion of being present and choosing left. The new, the divine feminine, and offering love as winged messenger. After purging, dumping, push to your emotional limits of rejection, vulnerability, or possibly a spoiled brat that was dumped, or a child throwing up, or a child that was lost, or someone fighting for their life, or siblings fighting, one with love, the other jealous, or just constantly saying it's not fair because they're the younger one, the older one gets to do a lot of things they can't. Present, or a gift of the Queen of Cups surrender and walking away from prison, death, or away from anxiety to total transformation, or surrendering to death, or surrendering to a Scorpio person. And this was at 456, 4 being the Emperor and 56 being the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is being in your knowing, or pretending not to know and not using your intuition. As we turn the page, we go to 457 of the Three of Swords. A lot of water here in that situation. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer were all present, as well as a water bearer, or Aquarius, and Taurus too. The water female and their kids, an emotional crew, a bold move or travel with two stubborn bulls, the King of Swords reversed with Scorpio, or the King of Swords death or transition portal with a second choice destiny, a downturn, a slowdown, a slow motion, or going back to review the moderate one. The King of Swords reversed with a feminine bull, a silver prize winner as opposed to the gold, the prisoner, the hostage, the observer of egos, one he passed over for the superficial or conceited one. Over loss or regret or guilt, or the masculine just over it, so over it now, or over himself, not sleeping, refusing to stay quiet, or now coming out and walking away. The Tower moment is explosive, or a surrender, a giving up, where the Queen of Cups is in another world. Sudden events or epiphanies, presently frazzled, or holding back physical movement, passion, or falling short of expectations. The King of Cups is announcing, maybe calling someone, or hearing the call, or judging. The Queen of Swords reversed, the Empress not talking to him, or worried she may have harsh words, or lie to him. Now crowning is prison, hostage, anxiety, capture. At work, co-creating with soulmate, partner, jack-in-the-box, or ghosted them, leaving them behind out in the cold, in exile, abandoned, had an idea or awakening and ran, or sudden anxiety attack about being abandoned, over isolating, mental disorder, or now coming out, insecure, or about insecurities, manipulations, or tools that were literally taken from them. Someone may have been fired, quit, or went on strike, or left without notice. Secret connection, stressed out in an awakening, implementing a plan, but feels paralyzed, drained, or is ill. Sundowning, sunburn, overexposure, overradiated, brain injuries where brain just shuts down after a certain amount of stress, or just unhappy despite things are okay in their life overall. The Queen of Cups may be impatient, or may have lost their temper, or it could be a fallen angel, or it could be a child, or even a twin, defenseless to the energies or attacks. A student or child or the Queen of Cups in need of help, money, or an opportunity, or an invitation to help carry the burden, or school is too hard for a child or an adult, a nightmare for a child rising above, being silenced by their family legacy, or a fantasy life. Sudden jealousy of a wealthy family or an inheritance. The secret is out without the tools on how to handle it. The world upside down, or just dealing with a brand new world, feeling a failure, receive bad news, following the crowd, or just under the radar. Expressing feelings and energy exchange, holding back passions due to energy vampires or energy stealing. And this is at 526, so here we have the Page of Wands again. 5 of the Hierophant and 26 of the Page of Wands. The inspired or excited boy. Soon is the 8 of Wands. The surrender, expressing feelings, energetic exchange, back and forth, the arrows of love. Synchronicities and heaven in their eyes. The Queen of Swords reversed, not saying a word. Ending the war, possibly. The Page of Pentacles reversed. Unhappy family failed. No attention, or not wanting negative attention about the unhappy family, or ending of an emotional cycle. Recovering back onto the field, so someone might have been out of sports already. Competition, or regaining momentum of a quest to rise above. Negative announcement, news, or a mother's harsh words. Condescending, a controlling mother, or a mother and a bitchy sister, or parents feeling they fell short with their children. Poor student, or may see their child as an opportunist, or possibly another child is promiscuous, or with good intentions but never follows through. So this is parents judging their children. The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups are surrendering to the present moment, and it looks like they're kind of fusing together. They're not facing each other, they're facing the same way, but about to merge. The Queen of Cups surrendering to the present moment with that Knight of Cups, with synchronicities orchestrated, without saying a word, and no fear about it. The Divine Masculine sees himself as that Two of Cups, that deep connection, in slow motion, needing courage to be exposed to the light, or Leo or the ego out of control and standing up to them without reacting. The King of Swords reversed, split or lying, or just silent like a stone. And this doesn't have to be masculine. It's on the masculine area, but the King of Swords can definitely be an Aquarius as well, because that came up in the Aquarius spot earlier. But this is this person about to pull Excalibur, right? Ready to arm themselves with their words. Virgo, Leo, and Libra here on the masculine. Deception comes up, as well as passion and worth waiting for the masculine. And just across the bottom of the read, they were all negative characters. We had the Queen of Swords reversed, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. So a lot of child energy in reverse, as well as the Queen of Swords reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. They could be the same person or two separate ones, but it's a lot about the mothers and the children in negative energy. The masculine's coming up in positive energy. Around the Divine Masculine, or how he is seen, is the shadow. The Queen of Cups walking away, or the Divine Masculine walking away from a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Wands. They're happy alone with an Empress, so that could be their mother, or the Empress is happy with themselves. So the masculine can be the Empress as well. He can be the one who wants to be on his own just to find his own happiness and abundance, because the Empress can be abundance. But again, that could be his mother or even his karmic partner as well. It can be the divine feminine too. So let's see here. Around the divine masculine, or how he is seen, is the shadow. So we have the devil card there, but it's called the shadow in this deck. It's very much about the spider web we weave. The Queen of Cups walking away, or the divine masculine walking away from the Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands, happy alone with the Empress, or that the Empress is happy with their self. The divine masculine could be a Capricorn just walking away when no one was looking to go within and be happy alone with himself, instead of being bossed by the Empress and the Queen of Wands, who could be mother and daughter. He'll be on his own, same level as the Empress. So if he works for his mother or mother-in-law, it's like, I'd rather leave the situation and be equal to her than have to work under her. A stepmother and two stepsisters, or mother-in-law, karmic and sister, or the karmic and two grown daughters. These are all different situations around the masculine here. And the divine masculine definitely coming up as Capricorn here, the main male, walking away with nothing, or all three women very pleased with themselves, or boss, or mother and two female employees in her pocket. So there may be a mother or a boss the divine masculine works with, and it could just be a silent financial partner who actually is paying people at work to spy for them to bring back information or block messages from going out or being received by the divine masculine. So that's coming up here too. Stealing information and notes and messages. And these could be kids that she's paying to do this too. And giving to the female boss, the mother or mother-in-law. The divine masculine may be leaving behind a spoiled child, and that could be a grown child, with lots of money, and no one left home. Like, so if they, want to be the spoiled brat with all the money, it's like the masculine ghosts them. All of a sudden they have all their money, but they have no love. Bad health may be the only gift that she brought to him, or bad health of someone turns out to be a blessing in disguise. Like I said, the King of Swords reversed around the masculine, that could be him, or that could be an Aquarius. Somebody without a lover or just without affection. The divine masculine can also come up here as Libra, Taurus, Virgo, or Leo, or just that references their ego. Before I go on to just when I pulled the 12 signs earlier, I already picked them up, and I'm going to tell you what cards you got so you know before we get into the 12 card read. Aries had the High Priestess upright earlier, Taurus the Wheel of Fortune reversed, Gemini the Fool reversed, Cancer had the Five of Swords reversed, Leo had the Seven of Wands reversed, Virgo had the Hierophant, Libra had the Three of Swords, Scorpio had the Two of Cups reversed, Sagittarius had the Two of Wands reversed, Capricorn had the Justice card reversed, Aquarius the King of Swords reversed, and Pisces had the Queen of Wands upright earlier. So at 6:18, as we turn the page, 6 is the Lovers, 18 is the Moon. I was trying to identify more clearly, if we could, who the Queen of Swords reversed was, who the Empress was, who the Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups were. And it's not quite clear because it's general reading, so they actually are multiple different people depending on your perspective and your situation. But definitely getting the Queen of Swords reversed could be somebody who is that intermediary at work who's blocking messages for the to the divine masculine because they're being paid off by an Empress. Okay, so the Queen of Swords reversed could be a woman who received a message of concern at the workplace. And that can be about an expectant woman at the house, which can be the divine feminine, but it can be someone who was pregnant, perhaps. But then there was 4 men, and only one was concerned about this situation, or all 4 men were actually divine masculine. It was the main male, the wealthy male, the mature male, and the concerned male, with thoughts of her, the divine feminine, who he holds her in the highest regard. Of wealth and hard work and an official person, main female unfairly judged. Someone may be leaving the house to a child to take path of lovers, death or prison. Somebody will die if he has to live with this false person another day or forever. That can definitely be the divine masculine not wanting to stay in a relationship but not knowing how to get out. A thief who expects gifts to keep her. He should never have married her. Could be a spoiled rich girl. And him in despair, never enough for her, unexpected income, sudden wealth, and poverty all at the same time. And of course, wealth and poverty can reference more than money. You know, it could have to do with emotional and spiritual stuff. The Empress definitely can come up. Actually, the Empress can be the Divine Masculine, like I said. That can be his abundance. It was definitely coming up when I clarified as masculine energy. So it could be just referencing the energy around the masculine. And if a masculine's mother has passed away recently, this could be her with him, giving him abundance. But something cashing in about sudden wealth, whether that has to do with money or just health or emotional happiness. Definitely happy with self and abundance. A mature man of poverty, possibly as a boy, who passed away and gives money to the masculine. A thief, a wealthy man, goes to prison, who possibly may have been courting a privileged lady, or who wanted to and now is in despair. The Queen of Wands definitely could be a karmic of the masculine with a wealthy mother, or it could be the wife or a lawyer as well, or someone the masculine's courting. The Empress, or actually, let's see, the Queen of Wands also could have received unexpected income from the sale of a house of a wealthy male, or actually received the house. And the Queen of Cups is coming up as more someone in his thoughts, or may have given a gift of money to the mature man of poverty, or with abandonment and orphan issues. There could be an end of a career and the privileged lady stolen from. A couple could be concerned due to his thoughts about the Divine Feminine or whoever he's thinking of. So that's just some extra energies there. The shadow or the Capricorn that's around the Divine Masculine, which could be him, or the Divine Masculine's partner or connection, the Queen of Cups walking away to find self-happiness away from a Queen of Wands, who could be an Empress, or the Queen of Wands and Empress are separate from each other and can very much be mother and daughter. Or the Two of Cups is a codependent relationship, and the Divine Masculine is walking away from karmic and kids to find self-satisfaction. The masculine needs to clear blocks of the King of Pentacles, which in this deck, the Sirian Starseed deck, is very much about Akashic Records. Clearing blocks about home and constant parties, or no social, or any fears about social life, or too many parties, or no social life, or a new passion, or having a new passion out of a death or transformation, recovering to fight another day, like thinking maybe it'll just be the same old thing once they recover from all this, but learning to rise above and to let go of all preconceived notions of anything. But Akashic Records are also coming up, so it's about clearing those blocks of your wounds within your etheric body. So spiritual career comes up, time out, and forgiveness for the Divine Masculine. Surrender to knowing, the page, as I'm losing my voice a little bit, need to speak your truth. Forgiveness, 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 Divine Masculine. All right? I can't talk clearly here because that's a problem for you. Forgiveness, it's spiritual career, time out for yourself, and forgiveness. Surrendering to knowing. The Page of Wands, the masked boy, stealing energy under the radar. The King of Cups announcement. And my voice is going in and out. I can just feel it going up and down in my throat. There's a call to action, judgment of the Queen of Swords reversed, who could be a spy for the Empress, along with a Page of Pentacles reversed. So the Empress could have more than one person spying for them. The Empress and the two kids spying for her, or doing things underhanded, illegal, immoral for her. So they could be getting their kids to do their dirty work for them. Mommy's minions has come up before. The Page of Wands, and my voice is going in and out constantly now. The Page of Wands, King of Cups, brings to light at night to the Hierophant. And Hierophant came up in the Virgo position today. So it could be Virgo, but it could be Taurus as well. Or just the energy of that commitment energy. Commitment to self, commitment to higher self, commitment to a religion, commitment to your marriage, to an establishment, whatever it is, to the patriarchy. But that could be Virgo and Taurus. Commitment, religion, it could be a religious leader as well. Or the King of Cups at night gives spiritual counseling as a separate job or line of work, or there may be some divine masculines who are actually religious leaders as a second job. 704 came up. 7 is the Chariot, and 4 is the Emperor. So again, the Emperor, which could be the masculine or a father or boss, uncle, father-in-law, whatever it is, grandfather, is making a bold move forward. Or the King of Cups has fallen short of energy at night with marriage, Taurus, commitment, announcements, or a religious calling. The Page of Wands is coming up with the Six of Cups, which is beautiful energy. It's excited and inspired. And the Six of Cups is very much the twins or the children. Twin or child stuck in their emotions, lacking faith, falling from grace but under the radar, and holding on to laying low, grounding, saving, and being more moderate. Twins and or kids, their worlds may be upside down. The twins of another world choosing paths, co-creating, needing to drop a facade, a mask, a pretense. And the Magician manifesting a secret passion. The secret is out, but the worst of it is over. A bold move to get it over with, or get over it and be that King of Pentacles, right? The master of manifestation on top of the hill. And that's the way the read leaves. So the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, there's some kind of injustice there, running or taking from others or stealing, expressing feelings, energy exchange, displaying high vibration performance, holding back a new life, playing ball, hardball, and separation. The Emperor could definitely be an Aries, one or the other, expressing and exchanging. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, pretending to be high vibrational but actually not, or this is just, or injustice is coming up, or a Libra reversed, getting away with stealing hearts. The Queen of Swords reversed, connected partner of the Capricorn and or Devil energy here, present to the Empress or abundance, challenged by conflict, heated exchange with the King of Pentacles, prisoner, Page of Wands, who is inspired. The Queen of Swords reversed, ending a war with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, low energy, present to insecurities, manipulations, awake to the Empress or abundance, anxiety, or prison sentence. So the Empress could go to jail here, literally, or it could just be their own anxiety issues. So literally, if she had any judges in their pocket or paying employees or paying kids to do her dirty work, she may have gotten caught. The challenge being fighting, competition, conflict, expansion, weight gain, partners connected by energetic exchange, the Capricorn King of Pentacles, and it doesn't have to be a Capricorn, but it can be that energy of that person manifesting, especially in their career, but learning how to manifest what they want. I'm excited but afraid to show his face, to go public with all of it, right? Because it's something that may not have been accepted by himself, not in his truth, and also family, friends, business partners, anyone who may have been around him, right? His religion, that kind of thing. So maybe now resonating with the Divine Feminine, but still trying to find the courage to go public with being someone different than he used to be. Okay? So that was the read, and then we're going to get now more into the 12 signs. So I have pulled them here. I told you the earlier ones, what card you each got. So here's a different read I pulled cards for already, but I'm going to also pull Kipper deck cards for each one, and I'm going to clarify for you guys with the mini Rider-Waite deck. Okay, so we'll clarify with the mini Rider-Waite. So I will tell you what's out here in the underlying energies as we shuffle the deck for the Kipper deck. The fifth card down is the Knight of Swords reversed. So that's very much, for me, it can be verbal abuse for sure, but it can also be holding back an announcement, holding back harsh words, holding your tongue. Can be, giving the silent treatment as well, because that's an aggressive act, is holding back. And then the fourth card down would be here is the Three of Swords, which came up on Libra earlier. And then we have the Temperance card, the third card down. So very much a separation, heartbreak, and some kind of surgeries, or just being out in the rain, or getting rained out. And then we have the Temperance card, the Nine of Swords reversed, and the Three of Wands upright for fire signs. So this column is fire, earth, air, and water. And this is Aries here, the Ace of Wands reversed. So in holding back whatever this is, or verbal, maybe this could just be, you know, abusive thoughts, but not saying it. But it can be verbal abuse as well. Then we have some kind of separation, heartbreak, rained out things, and then Temperance is having patience with it all, though. And then we have the suffering cycles, chronic purging or chronic stress, and then being present, right? Because there's nothingness out there in the distance. Learning to be present to what's right here in front of your nose. So let's see with the Kipper deck what we get. Okay, this is for, what is today? Today is September 9th, 2019. For the best and highest good of all this concern, for Aries through Pisces, all 12 signs. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Let's transmute all negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities, filling empty space with only beautiful organic love and diamond light. And so it is. Transmute, transform, transcend, and clear, and fill. Okay, so September 9th, 2019, Aries to Pisces, all 12 signs. Okay, that's it. All right, so Aries, we have the mature man, along with the Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, so this is for me, this is about learning to control your third energy, your sexual and creative energies, right? It could also be sexual frustration and creative frustration and blocks, or pending that new passionate beginning. But this is the mature man who's learned how to control himself. This is coming up for Aries. And the top card is being present. I mean, he could be waiting for ships to come in, but in this deck, there's nothing out there. So it's learning to be present and controlling your energy. Then we have, and I will clarify these as well. So let me just get these all out, then we'll clarify more. So this is for Taurus. So on the journey with the 8 of Cups walking away. Then we have Gemini is change. So it's definitely a change, whether it's a new car, new home, new place to live, along with the Queen of Pentacles. So being very grounded there, Gemini. And then we have Cancer has the Thief and the Hangman reversed. So it could be someone who's very conceited, and this thief energy there as well. Or it could be a thief around the Cancer energy. But there's a broken heart and separation there. So in separation, you know, couples could be stealing from each other. It could be simple as that. All right, then we have Leo is despair, along with the 7 of Swords card, needing to stand up for yourself without reacting, but feeling a little hopeless there. And then for Virgo, we're getting the Child. Okay, so that has the Page of Wands and the Child. So it's very much about that child energy, although none of this has to be a child. It could be the inner child of the Virgo. But there's definitely some excitement. And this could be a girl or a boy, right? The little girl and little boy both dreaming. Look at their faces. They're both, that's so cute. They both have the same expression on their face. That's really funny. I tell you a story, but I don't want to embarrass my son. It was very cute. He had the same expression on his face when I told him something, but I don't want to go into that. All right, then we have Libra is adjudication, along with the 4 of Pentacles reversed. So letting go to repair. So there could be some kind of making amends there. And then the Scorpio energy has the false person along with the Moon reversed, which is deception. So that goes hand in hand. So there's definitely some false energy around Scorpio, or wearing a mask, not being their true self. So Scorpio. Speaking of my son. Then we have Sagittarius, which is the house and the tower. So there's something falling down at the house, okay? So it could be a money pit or just in a big explosion. It doesn't have to be the house falling down. It could be a big fight or kicking everyone out of the house, or a party that went awry. There's lots of different energies here with Sag. And then Capricorn's the 2 of Swords reversed with expectations. All right, so this is, with the 2 of Swords reversed, is very much about clarity. They've gotten all the information in to make a decision, and so now they have certain expectations. And then we have Aquarius is the Devil reverse, has unexpected income. So what they do to get it, so maybe some questions around that. And then we have Pisces has message of concern. So they may have sent a message of concern, received a message of concern, or intercepted a message of concern and blocked it. There's a 2 of Cups. to block a connection. Okay, that's very much Pisces. All right, and then I usually pull a one for everyone. Great fortune. There you guys go. It's coming. And then we have the underlying energy from this deck. Look at that, the Lovers. Perfect. And the pathway. I mean, that's so much twin stuff, all right? So some kind of official word, the pathway and the Lovers. So that's really beautiful, guys. All right, so put that down. And now I'm going to clarify. Let me pull these guys up here. Pull these over. So these really end each column for the different elements. And then, did I not pull a fifth card? I didn't pull another card, guys, because I didn't have enough room. So let's see what that last card is for. All right, perfect. The Nine of Pentacles. That goes along with that great fortune there. So that's in line with the same in the Lovers. That's really beautiful, guys. The Sovereign, the great fortune, and the Lovers. That's how this ends. That's really beautiful. All right, so again, we're going to start with Aries since we didn't do the other clarifications. And this time I'm not going to leave the cards down for the mini deck. I'm going to pick them back up so that each sign has the same ability to get all the cards. Okay, and that way some signs can have the same information. That way you can see which signs are connecting more readily. So again, with Aries, the top of the column is being present. And it's a mature man who's learned how to control his desires, but is also may be frustrated, okay? So this could be both. But he's mature about the situation. He's present. So why do we have this information with Aries? All right, so this is what Aries is coming up, these three. And I guess this is confirming the present as well as two men, okay? So this could be a man and man in a relationship, or they could be anything, you know. They could be brothers, partners, friends, father and son, whatever it is. The first card out is the King of Pentacles, and that was the focus on the read today. So that could be, either one could be the Divine Masculine, but he was the main focus on top here today. And this could be the mature man who's learned to control himself, and that's why he is the King of Pentacles. The Pentacles is the final suit. It's how you incorporate all the suits together, and that's why they're able to now manifest. But they're staying present to their environment, and this could be their lawyer. It could be a professional that works with them. Could be a political person. These could be very political people. But they are present. But they're present to nothing. Okay, there's nothing out there. They're very much at 0 point energy. I'm getting very clean energy here. The Chariot is reversed, however. So this could be an emergency, something coming through. I'm not going to leave these down on Aries, but I'm going to put them back in the deck. But let's see what else is coming up here. All right, so this is very stuck energy. These guys look great being in the moment, but then what's happening here? This could be a strike for sure. Strike's been coming up all weekend. So this could be some kind of block. It could be an emergency going to the hospital. It can be someone all of a sudden is on the warpath, like they're all in this perfect energy, and then all of a sudden all this drama and chaos comes in. This could be people refusing to move, refusing to work, being lazy and stubborn, or just people with disabilities unable to work and stuck, or this could be a car broken down as well. All right, but then we have the moon, at least that's upright. All right, this could go into the night, where maybe there's more illumination later at night. But again, there's some negative energy here, because this could be gossip, it could be overindulgences, it could be being antisocial, no social life, not socializing with other people, and now you might feel like now you need to separate yourself from your employees because now they're against you, okay? And this could be third-party interference as well. And then we have someone feeling free, okay? So there's definitely, this is, if you go on strike, you definitely feel good until you don't have any money left. But initially it feels great because you don't have to go to work. Okay? So there could be definitely that energy. And that could just be kids going on strike too. But there's two men here. So whether it's brothers, partners, co-workers, father and son, you know, son and father-in-law, whatever it is, there's a feeling of freedom. Either one person is leaving from this partnership, or like I said, there's others rebelling against them, or it could be just that there was an emergency going to the hospital, or someone with disabilities. Maybe you work with disabilities, or the masculine does. And then we have the Hangman there. Okay, so now keep in mind, I'm not I'm just shuffling longitudinally. I'm not reshuffling the position of the cards again. So sometimes they may come up in the same kind of order for other people. But that was Aries. So Aries may be controlled, mature man, but still maybe some frustration to the situation here. So we're going to do fire signs first, since we're using the same card at the top. So now we have Leo again with the Seven of Wands and despair, standing up for themselves, hopefully without being defensive, but feeling despair. There's not hiring here, so it could be because they can't find work or because of strikes going on, like I said. And 32 is at that card. The Aries card is number 5 of the Hierophant, and change, freedom, all that kind of stuff. So freedom was big with Aries because there's definitely someone who feels free all of a sudden. Leo, despair. 32 is the 6 of Wands, the journeyman. But looks like he's reversed in despair. All right, so this is Leo. The Queen of Wands, the 2 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands, upright. So this is a burden. This is someone, she's upright, but there's despair here, like someone not showing what they're really feeling. She's pretending not to know and just carrying the burden. So let's see what else is coming up here for the Queen of Wands. And Queen of Wands came up earlier on Pisces, so this Leo could have Pisces energy in them as well. Yeah. This is someone trying to balance a lot of weight or burdens or responsibility, or watching someone else do all the work, pretending they don't know, they don't see, right? So they don't have to join in. Yeah, this person's either carrying the weight or they're watching someone else do it because they're just pretending like they don't know so they don't have to do it. This could be the person in despair. So either one could be one person is the Leo, or one or the other is the Leo. For the masculine, this could be the masculine Leo, and this is another sign, or another Leo. But this one doing all the work. So there's definitely some despair there. Trying to stand up for themselves, but maybe they're just going to give out soon. They're just doing too much. Okay, we have this too. I'm going to pick that up again because I'm not going to leave them out. This could be a fight, a quest, a competition. That maybe something's always a competition and it shouldn't be. All right? Or whatever the conflict is. There's a lot of wand energy here for Leo. You've got the Queen of Wands, a huge burden, trying to balance by pretending not to know, and then this fight breaks out. Somebody gets dumped or somebody gets pushed to their emotional limits. This could be someone crying, someone throwing up. Okay? Somebody could be knocked out, somebody pushed down. But this is all divine timing. This is destined. This was fated to happen. Because then look at the inspiration that comes out of it. All of a sudden someone becomes strong. And everything becomes exposed. There's a lot of Leo, strong Leo energy here. All right, coming into their destiny. Someone gets dumped. Okay? Yep. So then all of a sudden someone gets really strong. They dump all attachments that are no longer for their highest good. And then running in passionately, 2 of them. So it could be 2 people. Could be siblings, partners, whatever it is. And then the Queen of Pentacles could be a mother and 2 kids, okay? So that's the Leo energy. Again, being present. Trying to stand up for themselves without being defensive, but feeling despair at the same time, not showing their weakness. But that may not necessarily be a good thing, you know, if they're not being authentic. However, there's some really positive energy there coming in. It could be someone walking away from that Leo energy with the 2 kids. Even though they're positive, it could be someone leaving them. Yeah. All right, so now Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with the house. The Tower and the house. Not necessarily a great combination there to come up together, although it could be in a positive way for somebody. All right, so this is what's coming up for Sag. The Ace of Swords reversed, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and then the 6 of Pentacles. So this is all about balancing things out, sharing with others. And this can be lies in a split, can be cutting through the BS. And this could be holding back a new life, playing ball, trying to magnetize more money or save, or holding money, withholding money from people, or just withholding money for your taxes. Could be preparation for this, all this new energy that's coming up. Okay? So this is someone balancing prior to a big new start with the truth and a whole new life. Or someone may be refusing a loan, but I'm not getting that. This is really positive energy. This is like planning a new start, getting everything balanced out, getting all your ducks in a row. This is definitely coming up for Sag. But so why is the house there with the tower there? Maybe balancing all the expenses for the house to make sure that you can afford it. There may be some jealousy here or insincerity. This is someone who could have been rejected. Or maybe they got rejected for the home, right? So they couldn't buy the home, or they didn't sell the home. Could go either way, like it didn't follow through. That's why they're not upright. Or it's still pending, and they don't know yet for sure it's not been signed off on the sale or the purchase of a house. But there could be some jealousy here, or just a refusal of love. So again, there could have been a split. Leo had a big split, and that could be connected if they have Sag in their chart as well. So the devil reversed is like the explosion before the detox, right? And then the detox. But again, there's always a big culmination. And then we have death reversed. So there's a lot of clingy energy here. Clinging to not the full change. Or this could be a near-death experience as well. There could have been an explosion, a close call in the house. But everything was okay. But it was very scary. There could have been a disastrous situation. And the emperor maintained control. They stayed calm, whatever the situation was. Look at that. We have the emperor and the empress. And the Hierophant. So this could be a marriage, whether it's just in City Hall or at someone's house, or they brought down the house. But again, it's weird because this isn't of new beginnings. It's before new beginnings are holding them back. Trying to stay balanced of give and take, but not being in your truth, that can be that as well, right? And playing games with people, right? Withholding information or practical things, but coming off as being balanced, but there could be insincerity here. And this is about, that can be detox and clinginess at detox, right? Because it's difficult to go through detox, but it also can be fear of change and all hell breaking loose. But then all of a sudden, we have these energies come in, which could have just come in to save the day. So it could have been kids having a big party, where all of a sudden people come in to calm everything. But this definitely could be like just a City Hall wedding. It's like weird. It's like... I'm really not getting though someone marrying. I'm getting, as opposed to like this person marrying these, I'm getting more that they're equals, right? There's like the patriarchy. Like she's like a masculine energy, and then he's the emperor, and then this is the Hierophant. Oh, and I was getting this earlier too, is the red coats. Only the middle one, it was Justice and the Emperor, and this one was the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So it could be the same type of energy, like a group who wants to take it could be a takeover. All right, and then we have the Queen of Swords reversed. So this is someone who's really harsh or lies, or stays. It could be a silent partner. Like this could be a silent partner, right? These two run the show, and then they have patriarchy or committed support from this person, a contract with this person. So silent partner, but these two run the show. But there are definitely some power players. There's a lot going on there for Sag. So it could be just sudden epiphanies about a house purchase or sale. It could be about the purchase of a business or a sale of a business as well, where these partners are all involved with that. But there's one that's a silent partner. One maybe is a woman and two men, but all equal partners, and this may be a couple. This also could be in a church or religion where there's some kind of business or, some kind of contract between them. And the religious person is a silent partner. But it doesn't have to be a religious person. It can be. can be a Taurus as well. They could be two Tauruses in an Aries. And the Taurus, this Taurus is a silent partner. So again, there's multiple different energies here. But it starts out with, let's see what we had first. The first energy that came up was Capricorn and then Scorpio. And then we have Scorpio again here. So that's huge transformational energies, except for the fact that the death card's reversed. So it could have been that there was near death and someone didn't die, and that was good. But the tower upright here could definitely insinuate complete transformation, because then we have all this powerful energy. I don't know if it's what you want or not, but either way, they're upright. Okay, so if you didn't do what you were supposed to, somebody else might have come in, and this is like your tower moment where they all come and do it for you because you didn't choose for yourself. But again, it's all about the house. Taking down the house, a house explosion, a party at the house, a sale or purchase of a house or business, all of those kind of things are going in here for Sagittarius. And it's all about being present to the moment, or the present to nothingness. If a house came down, could be a demolition as well. That these three people forced the demolition of the house or the business, whatever it was, or property. So let's see. And also it could be a casino, right? Casino, bringing down the house. Could definitely be a casino, or someone having casino night at their home. That's just Sagittarius. All right, let's go to earth signs. So for Taurus, we have walking away within. That's the Eight of Cups, and then the journey. So it's very much the same energy. At the top of the earth signs, we have the Nine of Swords reverse, which is very much about stressed out, purging, crying, up nights, not getting sleep, headaches, all that kind of energy. It's it's the worst pain card, because you haven't gotten to the 10 yet even. 10 is like the culmination once it gets turned over, but you're very much in those chronic pain cycles. So let's see with Taurus, why do we have the journey? So this, all right, so we have the Six of Cups here for Taurus, and then the Tower reversed, and the Two of Cups. So that's very much about relationship. This is relationship with self, relationship with children, relationship with your twin, old friends, your childhood, but in a positive way, like going back and thinking about the good times, coming together with friends, coming together with a committed relationship. But the main cards are really about commitment to self. Trying to avoid a disaster, or in the aftermath of sudden events or epiphanies. But these are very beautiful emotional energies. And then we have the Four of Cups as well. So that's grounding and integrating all of this. This could definitely be a union in the aftermath of this explosion coming together. That the secret's out. So that could be good for someone. And then the Magician, though, is be careful of manipulations, right? Or this could just be insecurities, right? Because if secret's out, all of a sudden triggers all these insecurities in both of you. But there's a lot of love energy here. It's really beautiful. Let's see what else. Okay, and this is for me, is like, it can be things not working or overworking, but it's also when you're finished aligning and done. Like you've done all your aligning and cracking codes, and now you're finished. You're fully aligned with your desires, and now it's time to come out with your twin and shed light on the situation. And there's the Union card. All right, so that's very much about Taurus. So then we have Virgo. It's very much child energy here. We have the inner child of the masculine and the feminine here. That's beautiful. They have the exact same expression on their face, just from different angles. Seeing all angles of the situation, and even the bunny. That's really cute. And it's funny, from different dates. Dates. It could be dates. They could be dreaming about each other. That's so cute. So Virgo, why do we have Virgo with all the stress and suffering, but yet there's all this beautiful energy? So it's coming up, the Taurus energies are coming back for Virgo. So there's definitely a connection there. Someone might have Taurus and Virgo, or one person's Taurus and the other person's Virgo, or has those energies in their sun rising or moon sign. All right, so again, in the aftermath of sudden events, coming together to ground and integrate an offer of love, to decide whether you want to accept it or not. And again, we have what was coming after, same for Taurus. So Taurus and Virgo are running neck and neck. It's about This can be not using your intuition, but here it seems, because that can make your insecurities come out when you don't meditate and don't ground yourself. All right. So if you're not using your intuition, manipulation and insecurities are going to come out. But this also can just be in sudden events where a secret all of a sudden comes out about the twins, that there's then insecurities, which then bring out manipulations. But then fully aligning yourselves, shedding light on it to come back to center, to bring into union, okay? Of the angels, being patient and balanced, okay? But also don't forget, stand in your truth. It doesn't have to be a war. It's all about love. Okay, this is healing and forgiving. And it ends on the King of Pentacles, which was the end of the read. So very important there. That's definitely union energy there in Taurus and Virgo. But this is very much about the inner child energies, and this is about the adult walking away to find themselves. But there's definitely purging going on, which is okay. It's just going through it. Then we have Capricorn, which is the Two of Swords reversed, and the expectation of the woman waiting. And this is someone who's got complete clarity, not just knowing it, but the information has all come through now. They already know. They've been through all the purging cycles. It's definitely like a divine feminine waiting. Let's see what the Capricorn says. What's Capricorn say? All right, Capricorn has the Judgment card and then the Justice and the King of Wands. So it's very kind of Capricorn energy since they're very much in charge people. This is about an announcement. It can be a call to action. It can be someone judging. A final judgment comes in. This could definitely be a divorce came through and he's happy. The King of Wands has been coming up reversed even in this read today. But now he's finally upright. So this definitely could have, someone's divorce might have come through. Or if they were in a suit, the final judgment came through. So that could be very positive for Capricorn. So someone was waiting, whether it's a court thing or it has to do with, like if someone's divorced, this person's waiting for this divorce. She could be waiting, and now it's come through. The decision's been made. Clarity is there. And then we have where we go into the Page of Wands, who's expecting, right? He's excited. He's inspired to his dreams. Like this is definitely someone who's settled out, and now they can move on because now they can turn around and focus on this. Their dreams come true, healing. All right, taking back what belonged to them that was taken from them. And this is after reaping the rewards, implementing a plan to get to the next level. But maybe doing it under the radar, no longer needing attention. So especially for the masculines who were very much into getting attention, no longer needing that, and the worst is over. Okay, as far as vulnerability, rejection, possibly a spoiled brat energy, all right? But very much about, this is a baby who's crying, It's very innocent, fragile energy, and it could be a miscarriage as well for someone who lost a child. I'm not really getting death energies, but it could be a miscarriage here. It's possible. It could be a miscarriage of justice as well, right? And the loss, the guilt and the shame, regret that goes along with it. And how to go from here to there and find happiness within self. Okay, so that's enough for Capricorn. But they're definitely going to start expressing themselves. They got back to their sovereignty, and they're going to start expressing their feelings. That's masculine energy. All right. Now we go to air signs. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Change. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles could have bought herself a new car, new house, or could have moved. We have for all of the air signs, we have the Temperance card at the top, which is upright. So it has to do with patience, balance, being an angel, right? Could be a bartender mixing drinks as well, but taking one step at a time, okay? So this is for Gemini. Gemini has the moon, the nighttime, the Three of Cups reversed. So there definitely could be a bar situation where there's a lot of drunk people at night. And someone's feeling free, so someone who doesn't always go to the bar, might be going out for a drink because they feel good. They just bought a car or a house, and like, wee, I feel great. Overindulging. So they may have, because they've just made a big purchase, they feel like they were overindulging and now need a drink to feel free. But this is definitely at the end of the day. It could be after work, after dealing with a strike at work, after dealing with difficult people at work. Third party energies, gossip, overindulgences, people not doing what they're supposed to do or leaving, or friends, groups, anybody this can be. It doesn't have to be work, for sure. There's no pentacles here. but it's the Queen of Pentacles. So she's very balanced and grounded in her practical energies. But yeah, this is someone just getting free at the end of the day, after dealing with crap during the day. Could be third-party situations. Like I said, it could be no social life, like someone who stayed home a lot lately and now is going out to the bar to celebrate their new endeavor, their new purchase, being patient, taking one step at a time, okay? Being wise, seeing all perspectives before doing something. Possibly getting stuck in their emotions, still needing a little peace, and that's why they're going out for a drink. All right, but they made a choice, they made a decision, they chose the new and left, so it just may still be a little nervous about the new choice. And Queen of Pentacles is coming up, so that's along with the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe a partner, maybe a friend they're going out with, they're meeting at the bar. But yeah, but that's very balanced. It's just the end of the day kind of energies coming up for Gemini there. Then we have Libra has the Four of Pentacles reversed and adjudication. So someone may need to pay restitution, make amends, or is fixing up a house or something else, putting money into something. All right, this one just fell out, the Wounded Warrior. I mean, Devin looks like he's making restitution because he hasn't surrendered. He's kind of like, oh, God. All right, so someone feels imprisoned by what they have to do. Needing the rest. Maybe a wrongful death suit as well, right? Someone may have passed and they feel imprisoned by it. Even if it wasn't their fault, they may be legally responsible for it, whether it's business or whatever it is. But they are feeling very wounded. They're on their last bits of energy. This could be them or it could be somebody else. Like the Wounded Warrior has a prisoner. He's got a hostage. It could be a prisoner of war. This could be the masculine and feminine in the etheric realms, the masculine taking the feminine prisoner. But this is about his own adjudication, maybe him reconciling with himself, or, like I said, in a legal court dealing. Someone's wanting to stand up for themselves without react, and maybe they're worried about confronting the situation, you know, running through every possible situation in their mind, but this is definitely about 5D connection. Or just a prisoner of their wounds, you know, but both of that. This is someone, instead of walking away, this is someone who's processing through difficult emotions, but sitting in them. But whether they're actually working into them or if they're just pushing them down, I don't know here. They definitely look like they have some negative self-talk going on. So it doesn't look like they're quite there with the acceptance, because it looks like restitution here with the adjudication and the letting go to fix things, repair, make amends. Someone feels left out in the cold, whether it's them who will feel left out in the cold or other people who felt this way from this person who needs to make amends. There's definitely some negative self-talk. This could be someone who's been spying. Someone might have gotten fired. They may have been fired or needed to fire someone. They didn't want to. They felt imprisoned by doing that because it's not something they like to do. Needing to stand up for themselves without reacting and doing the right thing. They may have prayed before they went to work that day if they had to fire someone. Or it could have been the one who was praying to not get fired the next day. And again, strikes going on. Somebody could be crossing the picket line because they need to work. They need the money. Someone needs an opportunity and there's a strike. They're going to cross the picket line. So all these energies are coming up for Libra, as well as the King of Cups reversed. So again, that could be someone who's emotionally detached, emotionally manipulative, or just really over emotional crying a lot, or someone who's a drinker, you know, and coming together at the workplace to co-create. It's like a functional alcoholic, is able to come to work and keep balance, but they could have a drinking issue. Okay, let's go on to, oh, I didn't bring these in, sorry about that, but that's all right. Then we have Aquarius, the Devil reversed and unexpected income. So why does Aquarius have that? Why does Aquarius have the Devil reversed and unexpected income? And again, so a whole block dropped out. So let's see what it comes up with here. All right, so for Aquarius, first thing comes up is the jealousy, insincerity, rejection, refusal to give love energy. So maybe because someone who's unable to ever give love, maybe they're just too damaged to ever fix themselves. I don't know. But this is Aquarius energy coming up. This is the devil, so this could be someone totally out of control. Maybe going to detox, but not happy about it, or not into it well yet. Someone clinging. This could be clinging to life, right? Near-death type energy. But this is not someone who's been nice to everyone. This can be like chaos, the chaos before the detox. So it could be the really bad addiction codependencies, so near death. And then the Emperor comes in. This could be the detox team. This could be an intervention. That could definitely be an intervention here. Whether it's a buyout or a literal intervention for rehab. This is a silent partner, or this is the person that lied to them to get them the intervention. And again, this comes back to Libra. So there's a connection to Libra here. These are both Tauruses, so it could be Taurus, someone who's Taurus and Libra in their chart, and the Emperor. So it's a couple, a religious person. It could be someone in the hospital too for last rites. But it could have been someone in the hospital because of an overdose or something like that. Or they just did something stupid that had to do with their addictions and codependencies. So here again, the addictions are coming up here. Someone need to let go to make amends. So it could be going through a program to get free again. This was here. So we had the devil reversed twice for Aquarius. That's definitely confirmed. And then and again, the angels up there. So somebody could be very close to their angels. If they're close to death, they could have seen an angel. So that could be for Aquarius. But again, taking one step at a time, being patient. And then we get to the water signs of the Three of Swords. So again, heartbreak, separation, being out in the rain, something getting rained out. The Hangman, awake or with an ego or over-radiated. And then the Thief is coming up for Cancer. So let's see why for Cancer. Why for Cancer? Why does Cancer have that energy? The Hangman awake or with a big head, the Thief, and then the Three of Swords. Why for Cancer? All right, this flipped over in the deck, so we're going to take a look at that. And that comes out with the Lovers reversed and a very unhappy family or end of an emotional cycle. So again, this came out trying to balance things out. I think that was Libra, was it not? The Lovers reversed. This can be a breakup or it can be just a lack of affection or indecision and vacillating. But this is definitely the end of an emotional cycle or unhappy family, like the breakup. And then this is settling out with the equitable distribution. Okay, there's definitely an ending with family there, or a really horrible family. This could be the parents and kids, and this could be the extended family of their parents and aunts and uncles, all that kind of stuff. But it's all reversed. Dysfunctional family, breakup, and distribution, okay, of property. And the final judgment about it. This is coming up for Cancer. But someone might be called a thief, but things get settled out. There's justice here. But there's, it's separation, heartbreak, all that kind of stuff. People may have been trying to steal from each other, but in this awakening, the final judgment has come through. And it looks like the King of Wands is in a good spot. And then inspired, okay? So that was Cancer. Then we have the Scorpio has the deception. This is probably the most negative. This is the Moon reversed and the false person. But it could be just something simple as well. Could just be wearing a mask about some things you don't like about yourself. But there's heartbreak and separation here. So let's see with Scorpio why. Why false person and why is the Moon reversed? Could have to do with the morning. Again, it's a card flipped here. I'm going to pull it out for you. So we have the World reversed and then the Moon upright. Okay, so there's definitely some shadowy energies here. Someone's world upside down. There's jealousy, deception, insincerity, refusal to be loved, refusal to give love, a rejection. But again, someone's world is upside down. But someone's being false. There's deception here. This could be too, there's no completion here yet because upside down. There needs to be completion. But this person, the deception, this is upright here. So there's no deception in this. But there can be distortion here because it's under the moon, the night light. So people may feel really, really moody, you know, and whiny at night. This could be a child too at night who's just whiny and not feeling loved. They feel like their world is upside down, and maybe they're not telling people about it. It could be a child, could be a teenager. Okay, so someone who needs to detox or their world's in chaos. So again, this is connecting to Aquarius, and Scorpio and Aquarius often connect to each other. This person feels like the world's upside down. It could be a teenager who's wearing a mask and not telling everybody what's going on in their life. But the moon's both upright and reversed. So it's deception and nighttime activities. All right, so she could be very connected to Aquarius. So again, get that intervention energy. All right, so that's coming back. The connection from Aquarius to Scorpio. There's definitely a broken heart there. And then we have Two of Cups and the message of concern for Pisces. So there's again broken heart because there's disconnection there. Let's see why Pisces. What cards does Pisces have? Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Why is Pisces the Two of Cups reversed and messages of concern? So again, we have this. So somebody's inspired to their dreams come true to get back what was taken, to implement the next step, how they're going to go forward after this. But again, keeping it on the down low, not wanting to get into the spotlight again because that might have bothered them before. But this can just be healing as well. Healing and taking back what was, this could be, it's like this person's not doing this. That it's like their dreams will automatically recover whatever they had lost. Or this could be a friend helping them to recover something. But again, going forward to implement plans or strategize how you're going to go forward with your money. Okay, feeling like a failure or not getting attention, being a follower as opposed to leading the way, or just wanting to stay under the radar, not needing attention. Because the worst is over, you're feeling the bliss of the swords dropping out of your back. As far as rejection, feeling vulnerable, feeling baby-like, or again, in a miscarriage, someone might have had a miscarriage here. Or miscarriage of justice. But this is sadness and loss. So someone definitely could have had a miscarriage. Or loss of a friend. Someone may be moving out from a roommate and being sad but inspired at the same time. Okay? But then coming right into their knowing of who they are again. And expressing themselves in a beautiful exchange. And so if you're losing a roommate or something like that, it's that loving goodbye. And my friend just went home. So it's definitely kind of that energy. Okay, so that's Pisces. So then we have the summary cards down here. So this was at the bottom of the fire signs, death. So this is about clinging to things, not allowing the full transformation, but it could have been a near-death experience as well, like a sudden explosion or whatever, for anyone, a fight, whatever it is. And then we have the Empress under the earth signs, all right? So coming into your power, especially feminine power. All right, everything you need to be. Knowing who you are, knowing your worth. And then we have the air signs of coming into the hermit mode of shedding light and becoming wise. And then for air signs, about settling out, sharing with others, back and forth in a very equitable way, right? Not heavily one way or the other, making sure there's reciprocity, reciprocation in both ways. So it ends up being very positive energy, actually. So we have an emperor and a hermit. That could be a divine masculine, divine feminine as well. And then we end up with the sovereign, which is, this is more of the feminine sovereign than the masculine is usually the Nine of Cups sovereign. But this could be independent, single, someone might have who just gotten divorced and is single now. But it's just overall really positive energy because you can't be more than this as a single person. This is you being happy with yourself and having beauty around you, everything that you want. And then don't forget, the final card in the other deck was Great Fortune. So this is the final cards of your read. And that's just, beautiful financially, emotionally, spiritually, everything. Everything you could want. It doesn't have to be a ton of money. Someone can be this, with very little. If they have everything they love right where they are, they have a home, a place that is nurturing and feels good. Now they're ready to manifest that perfect partner. And this could be their perfect partner, right? That could be the other person. All right, so I'm going to get going so it doesn't go too long. Drink your water, get your rest. be in joy. And rise and be love, you guys. What was that? I was just trying to remember if there's something else. I think there was, but now I can't remember. Oh well. Okay. All right, rise and be love, you guys. Take it easy. Have a great night.